What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. I'm hoping today at 6 p.m. guys, well by the time you're watching this, sorry my wire was twisted, by the time you're watching this, the pack should have been released, we should already have it. I'm talking about the guaranteed Premier League Team of the Season pack. In the meantime, what I want to do today, I know you guys love it when I talk about it, I know it's memed, I read the comments, don't worry. But I'm going to show you guys from start to finish what I do with a full Sudamericana run. Even though I've already done a video on it before, I've refined and changed how I do it now. So as you can see, I'm 0 out of 10 on this. I don't have any Sudamericana players, and I'm going to show you basically how I did it. Now, I just did it once anyway. First of all, because I need the players for this Premier League Guaranteed Team of the Season pack. If it comes, otherwise this video is going to be a bit weird. And second of all, to see how much it would cost me and how long it took. I started with 54,000 coins. I'm currently at 40,000 coins. I had not an empty trade pile. I had this guy on the trade pile already. I had the Dijon badge on the trade pile already. And I had Zardes on the trade pile already. I think, no, actually, so I had one other thing that was worth 200 coins. So Zardes came out one of the packs. So ignore these two. And then Dem has sold there. So from scratch, I'm 13,000 coins down, but I listed or discarded everything bar a few things, which we'll get into as we get into it. So once all of this stuff sells and I pack the Paderborn striker, which you can even ignore and just say, even once the rest of this stuff sells, I'll be back up over the 50,000 coins or 54,000 coins that I started with, which is fantastic. So we'll probably be close to break even, with an 88 in the club and then the Paderborn striker on top. So we will eventually have made about 20,000 coins profit whilst completing the grind from scratch, with exceptions, which again is important, as we'll get there in a second. Now we're going to be bouncing between web app and console, and we're going to start on the web app. All right, guys, so welcome back. We're now on the web app, and the first thing we're going to need to do is go and buy the first 3 teams. And the way I do that, well, you're about to see. Got my controller out my face there. First of all, you want to just buy 3 goalkeepers. So there's one, as preferably as high rated as possible, but also ones that offer the good links. And that's going to be your 3 goalkeepers for your first 3 teams. You're then going to, we sold something. What did we sell? Squad fitness for 1,400. Very nice. You're then going to want to go ahead and buy 3 right backs, hopefully spending as little as possible. The problem positions are, so we're going to take Saab, we're going to take Hernandez, and we're going to take Guaramato. And then you're going to want to buy 3 left backs, of course, as well, right? So we'll go here, we'll go left back. Now, sometimes the fullbacks go mad expensive, like 600, 700, 800 coins. Sometimes they come in crazy cheap, as you can see here, at 200 coins. So we'll take him, we'll take Mercado, and I don't want to overpay, so we're going to take Torres for a second time. What we're going to do is we're going to send one Torres to the trade pile, and we'll reuse him in just a second. You're then going to want to buy yourself 3 to 5 centre-backs, depending on how expensive they are. If you can get them for 500 coins or cheaper, just go ham. Just buy as many as you can get, right? If they're like 600 coins or more, you want to be a little bit more like skeptical of what you buy and how. So that's 3. We'll get Leon at 4. Matos makes 5. So that's the 5 that I'll take. And then the same thing, and you're going to have some overlap here, right, as well, but that's okay. Next thing you want to do is buy as many CDMs you can for as cheap as possible. And again, you want to be going for the CDMs that have the best links or the highest rating. So this guy, Quintero, Gonzalez, and Ferreira, and it will all make sense very soon. Doorbell. It will all make sense very, very soon. We need Quintero. Oh, did I miss out on that other guy? I think I've got a few again of the same players, but that's totally okay if you have the same players. And then you want to go ahead and you want to buy yourself some centre mids. Now, the centre mid shouldn't be much more than 200 to 300 coins. And there's one guy that you want to focus on. First of all, for centre mids, you want to get as many of the highest rated centre mids as possible. And then this guy here, NepentheZ, if you see him once or twice, buy him twice. If you see him once, buy him anyway. But if you see him twice or thrice, buy him there as well. And that, again, will all become very, very clear very, very soon. Next thing you want to do is go and get a minimum of 2 cams. But again, if you find a cam that's like 64, 65 rated or higher, just pick those up. They're going to be quite important. And so there you go, that Gutierrez and that Valverde, we're going to take both of those. And then Ortiz will take as well. And Arrua, I don't really care about. We don't need him. So going to buy a couple of cams, as many high rated as possible. But you don't want to overspend, right? And then last but not least, we're going to buy strikers. And you might be thinking, wait, you haven't bought any left mids or right mids. That is on purpose. And I'll explain why as we build the squads. So we've already got 2 strikers there. You need 6 strikers altogether. And again, it's okay to buy duplicates. So we'll buy Roja, we'll buy Cabral, we'll buy Ortega, nice and high rated, and we'll buy Ramos, nice and high rated. Sorry, Romero, nice and high rated. So we've got our 6 strikers, and again, 1 duplicate. And now we're going to build the first 3 teams. So we're already down to 31,500. What did we start with? Like 40,000. So it's cost us 9,000 coins so far. And we've done a big bulk of the SBC set already. So you want to start with a round of 16. You want to start here first, then second stage, then first stage. And the reason being is because all you're going to do is you're going to go to use squad builder, you're going to go to your league, you're going to go to Sudamericana and click build, right? Now, the rating here, this is why you want to do this team first. The rating here isn't enough. It's only 61. That's where those big cams come in quite handy. Bang, pop him in there. Now, all of a sudden, we've got ourselves a 62 rated squad. We submit the squad. Normally, I don't use 3 centre-backs because you don't need to. Usually, like on a team like this one for second stage, you don't need any centre-backs, right? So I want to show you how to do it with no centre-backs. First of all, we want to put this guy here, and then we want to pop this guy over here. Second of all, we want to find another CDM, this guy here, and then because we're 1 chem short, we're going to pop this guy here as well. So basically, I'm 1 chem short, so I'm going to work on the goalkeeper. So I actually don't have like the goalkeeper that I need, but what I do have is a CDM that will give him chem. So I basically need to go and get a CDM that's from Venezuela for as little coins as possible, which is why the overlap doesn't matter, right? Because you're gonna end up reusing these players elsewhere. Not Quintero because we already have him. So hopefully a different Venezuelan CDM, and hopefully not really for much more than not much more. Oh, there you go, Jimenez. He's high rated as well. So 400 coins there. We'll send him to the SBC squad. We pop him in there, and that gives us a chemistry. So no centre-backs used here. So 2 strikers and 2 fullbacks, which we got for real cheap. We submit that in, and then we go to the transfer list. Now, something sold as well. De Cruz sold. Happy days. Going to relist these again. They still haven't sold. Now we can put Quintero back. We can't put Soto back yet, but there is more to this trade pile as well. So I'm just going to refresh. Sometimes it glitches out, and the players that you sent to the trade pile don't show up. So we're going to go back to the trade pile. We're going to put those items back in, and hopefully this video is probably going to be quite long, 35, 45 minutes, something like that. I am going to cut some bits out here and there, but generally not. We're going to send him back into the club. We're going to send him back into the club, and we're going to send Rocco. We can't use. If I have 2 of that 1 striker, that's going to be a bit of a problem. Well, not a problem, but just a bit of a momentary waste. So the next thing you want to do is go to the 3rd squad, and then build that one up. So I do have the same striker. So once again, you want to use as many CDMs as possible and as few left backs. Sorry, as few centre backs as possible. So for us, we could do that. Now we just want to go again. This is why I didn't buy the left mids and right mids, right? What's important when you get the left mids and right mids is that you get the strong links or the perfect links to the players that are already in the team. So we're going to buy him because he'll perfect links to the centre mid. And then we're going to buy the right mid that also perfect links to the centre mid that's there. I am going to have to buy that centre mid again. In fact, I'm going to use this CDM in here. I need that centre mid for one of the bigger squads, and I'll show you when, and I'll show you why. So let's take NepentheZ here and send him to the SBC squad. So this CDM should end up getting 10 chem anyway, because we're going to put another Paraguayan cam in, basically. Do we use our cams already? Maybe we used our cams already, but now I can go and get that, this guy here, Arrua, hopefully for less than 400 if he's there. Ortiz is there, not ideal, but also we're well ahead on chem, so it's not a problem. So Ortiz can go in there. That's 88. And then I just need any single striker from the Sudamericana League. So if, 300-400 coins would be nice. So we'll take Montenegro for 200 coins. Perfect. And we'll pop him in. So that's another team done. So we're still at 30,500 coins. And we haven't even opened our first set of packs yet. Soto still can't go in, but Rocha can now, can't he? So he can go in. Did I use Soto? Oh, there you go. So all of those are done. Now you want to open your packs, and I want to explain to you what I sell, what I keep, and why. So first of all, any Sudamericana or Libertadores cards, you just keep those straight away. Any player fitness cards, I keep in my club as well. And then you just want to try and sell any other cards. So this guy's got 850 as his max price there, so I'll pop him up for 750 and get some coins back. This guy just won't sell. He's not from a League SBC, and he's not useful to us in any way. And then those kits won't sell either. So I'm literally just going to discard the rest because I want the coins back. Jumbo Silver pack for the second pack that we've got. And again, you're hoping to get some good sellable silvers here one way or the other. So this guy probably will sell because he's from the championship. So we'll get like 800, 900 coins for him. And of course, like 800, 900 coins doesn't seem like much, but it pays for like a whole bunch of what we've just been doing. We've got an Irish silver here. So he'll sell for, what are these selling for right now? 4K his minimum price is there. So I'm actually just going to list him up for 3K and see if we can get a quick sale and get some coins back. And then, isn't this guy really expensive? No. So we get like maybe 400 coins for this goalkeeper. And again, it all counts, right? All attribute cards you sell, I try and sell them for like 750 to 850. And then squad fitness cards I try and sell for 1400, like that. And then player fitness cards go in. And then all of this stuff, as long if it doesn't have a League SBC, you want to discard it with exception. But I'll get to the exceptions when they show up, right? The passing Chemstar will sell. Now, I don't know about console anymore, but on PC, contracts just don't sell other than golds. We get 1,500 coin redemption there as well, which is fantastic, and we can sell the rest. So we're back up to 35,000 coins. We sold Zardes there now as well. I'm going to relist some of these items that haven't sold. The kits will relist like that. And then we've got one more pack left, and it's a good pack. It's a small Prime Silver Players pack. So we're going to get another Libertadores card, which we'll keep, because obviously we're going to build towards the Libertadores SBC literally for free. It just takes some time. And then we get a Bundesliga League SBC card. So we'll send him in. So any rare players that you get, just keep them, unless they're from League SBCs, in which case sell them, right? So that's the first one. Sonogo we're going to be able to sell on as well for maybe like 700 coins. Not 7,500, there we go. And then these two guys don't have League SBCs, so I'm just going to discard those. Now, you can save your silvers and put them into the gold upgrade because you get 4 golds now instead of 3. Probably worth it. Personally, for me, I don't do it. And then this guy didn't sell either. I'm going to relist him for 18, 19k. Just because I feel like that's what we should be going for. So we're still at 35k, guys. We started at just over 40k. We're still at 35k, and we've already done 3 of the teams. I'm now going to pop back to console, and here we are, guys, back on the console. And we've sold another item. Like I literally just switched over, and Barrow sold. Oh, and Sonogo sold straight away as well. So the next thing that I do, guys, is go and get the golds that I need. Now, I'll just give you a breakdown of what you need. For me, this is the setup that I use. You guys don't have to use this. There's so many of these that are out there. You can use whichever setup you want. I need 2 of Perez, 2 of Fernandez, 1 of Benitez, 1 of Campana, 1 of either Franco or Barbosa, 3 Dominguez, 1 Sand, and 2 Hernandez. And I have like a max price that I'm willing to pay. Typically, so this guy's 1,500, so I'm going to come back and look at him. Typically, I don't like to pay more than like 12 or 1,300 for a player, and obviously 1,000 or less is perfect. So we need the striker twice. Now, bear in mind, every time you pay 1,500 or 1,800, the extra 800 or so coins that you've spent, that's like 4 players for another one of the teams because of how cheap these are. So we've got 2 of this guy here. The only changes I'll make is basically if I only need 1 more player to complete the whole set, I'll just buy them there and then to complete it. But otherwise, like the goalkeeper, you don't really want to spend more than like 700 coins on particularly. Usually he's mad cheap. I mean, there was one there for 800, so we'll buy him. And then this is going to allow us to complete the other 3 squads very comfortably. So we've already got 2 of him, 1 of him, 1 of him, and now we need 1 of either Franco. Now the centre backs are typically more expensive, so I don't mind paying 15 to 1800 for the centre backs. Every now and then you'll see one for way cheaper. If you do, you just pick it up. But there you go, 1500 is there, and that is kind of bang on what we'll be looking at. And then for Dominguez, now I already have one in the club because I had one untradeable. So again, for this guy, this left mid, you don't really want to pay much more than about 700 coins. He's so common. For whatever reason, he's more common than anybody else. But obviously I have one in my club already, which you guys might have some cards in your clubs already as well. And it's important that when we get to that point as well, I'll explain. So we need sand. This guy sometimes is quite expensive. So yeah, 1500 for him as well. As I say, I don't really mind paying 12 to 1500 coins, particularly. It's not like the end of the world, especially if you could pick up a couple of bargains on some of the other ones. Like sometimes you'll pick up these guys for like 900 coins, and usually they go for way more. So we'll get him for 1300 there. And then there was one for 14 and another one for 1200 there. And so now all I need is the Perez card, and I need 2 of him. For whatever reason, he was a bit expensive. I'm hoping that another one's been listed. It hasn't, so I'm gonna have to pay 1500 twice for him, which is a little on the heavy side. On Fridays, if you've got a big coin balance, which I don't have, we're working with pennies here. If you have a big coin balance, on Fridays when people spam open packs, or any day that people spam open packs, Thursdays for marquee matchups and stuff, these guys go down to like 800, 700, 600 coins, all of them. Just go and mass buy them, because you are going to use them over and over and over. We sold another item there, Gradel sold. I've got to go back to the web app now, so I will be right back. All right, guys, so now we're back. We go back into the League SBC, and now you want to start with final, okay? The left-hand side final. And this is how I do it. We go put our 2 strikers in for this squad here. Our cam goes in this squad here. Our centre mid's going for this squad here. And then we also use the left mid off position in this squad here as well. Obviously, he's nice and cheap. He makes it super easy. And then we change it around so everybody gets the best chemistry that they can get. So everybody gets the strong links. And then you just need the Sudamericana cards back in here again. Now, you also have the luxury of being able to use one, like, off-chem player, but only one. So we might actually go for the left back here. So let me search on the transfer market here, because that left centre back that I've got has a perfect link. And we should, yeah, there you go, 250 coins. Hopefully we can get that perfect link for 200 coins. That'd be nice. We can't. But 250 coins is not bad at all. So we buy him for 250. We send him into the squad there. And now gets them both on perfect chemistry. Now it's this guy that we need, right? And so we need the goalkeeper from that club, as well as that, basically from that club. I think there's only one. This guy here has to be him. You can't use the one from the circular club. It has to be the hyperlink rather than the strong link. And there you go, 95 chemistry. We've got 1 centre-back, 1 CDM, and 1 left mid. So loads out of position. And then we get to turn that one in. We then go back to the trade pile and we pick up our players that we just used. Hernandez, Perez, Dominguez, and Fernandez. They go in, and we go back to the SBC. And we go and do the semi-final. And so one of the reasons why I wanted to do this as a full setup so you can see everything is so you like people just ask me a lot, how do you do it? How do you do it so cheaply? I feel like I'm losing coins. Like, what I'm doing, and this is neither the right thing or the wrong thing to do, but what I'm doing is selling everything, guys, right? And the reason being is because it's more important for me to be able to continually get 88s than it is for me to be able to club stock for League SBCs at this moment in time. The more coins you have, if you have 200, 300, 400,000 coins, you have the luxury of storing all of the golds that you want to store, or all of the League SBCs that you want to store that you're working towards. All right, I don't have that luxury because I need the coins desperately, basically. So until I can actually get up to a big bank of coins, 200-300k, I've got to sell everything. And the reason why my coins dipped so much is because we spent on doing the Premier League SBC and the Saudi League SBC to be able to get those 2 cards. Now, this one here, the semi-final, is where this guy is very important. You need a 70 rated team. These 477s and 377.75 obviously help with that massively. But in this Sudamericana league, they have a right wing that perfect links this guy, and he's usually 200 to 300 coins. There you go, this guy, and he's super high rated. So right mids and right wings, left mids and left wings from the Sudamericana league are always so cheap. The other benefit that we get is that they have the right mid, who is also the same club, the same league, the same nation, and extremely cheap. Always 200 coins. Every now and then 250, but there you go, 200 coins. So once again, because we've got the perfect positions in for half of the team already, we get the luxury of having 2 off-position players. So now we get 9 chem here, 10 chem here, and we're going to get 6 chem here. So now it again comes down to the first centre-back that you buy, and then you're going to have to obviously link him. So we've got Paraguayan, we've got this guy here. We can actually take this guy here. If I can get something for less than 450, that'd be quite nice. Yeah, 300 for the Paraguayan, because I'll go and buy the goalkeeper and the CDM, and then we'll get the right left back. So I might have to get I might not be able to get the left back. We might have to overbuy on the left back. Sometimes the Paraguayan left back is really cheap, sometimes he's not there, sometimes he's really expensive. Let's have a look. There he is. So 600 coins. It's probably worth it. Maybe we can find him for a bit cheaper here. Doesn't look like it so far. There's loads of left backs there. The crazy thing is, I'd rather spend 250 coins on the left back and get we've already got the 200 coin left back. So let me go and get the CDM from the team that will work, and then I'm gonna have to get the right goalkeeper. So I might not use that Paraguayan centre back either. I might have to use somebody else, depending on what the CDM and goalkeeper are saying. We might have to fill in. But there was a lot of centre-backs for nice and cheap, so it's not a problem. So here we go. We could take this guy here for 350 and pop him in at that centre-back role. So the left-back's on 9. Now it's about the goalkeeper. So yeah, we're going to have to go and get a different centre-back, and we're going to have to get the Venezuelan goalkeeper to fill in for the gap here. So let's make sure we get the same team again. If we had... Oh, no, wait. Maybe the Venezuelan CDM might be all right. We're going to get 4 there. No, let me buy this guy. This guy should be all right. This should give us, it might be 94 chemistry. It should be 95. It's 94. So we're going to need, a right back, a right mid, so to speak, not from this team, but from the same Paraguayan team that we've been working on, and hope that we still get 10 chem on the centre mid, which I don't think we do, which is why we are going to have to go ahead and buy, let's get there's a 60 rated one somewhere. Needs to be from the same club as well. Let's try. I just want to try the 52. We can use him in the next run anyway. Let's just pop him in here and pop him in there. So yeah, that's still 94 because we lose 1 chem point here, even though we gained it elsewhere. So what we are going to have to do is go and get different left back, or go and get a centre back here. And with how cheap the centre backs are right now, it's probably worth just going and getting the centre back for like 350 to 400 coins, but it is going to have to strong link someone somewhere. So there you go. De La Hoz for 450 coins is going to be absolutely perfect. It's going to give us the chemistry we need. We're over on the chemistry. And then last but not least, you want to go back to the transfer list. So we've got another sale there again. Posh sold there, and send Dominguez back into the club. And you want to now build the final squad that requires these Sudamericana cards, and then you're going to put in your 3 remaining special cards that we just purchased. And again, considering we started on 40,000 coins or 41,000 coins, we're only at 21,000 right now, with 2 packs still to open, well 3 after this, and a trade pile still full of stuff. And this is again where all those cards that you bought that you didn't particularly need, that are kind of sitting there, will just fit into this squad. So we've built most of the squad already. And we're in a good position again. We're on this left-hand side. We could just get that perfect link, left mid and striker, to work with whatever CDM we have left. So we've got a strong link there, which would work as well, because we can perfect link the striker. Every now and then there's a left mid that's a perfect link here, but we're going to buy this Gomez card and send him into the left mid spot. And now we just need, quite importantly, a Venezuelan striker. Otherwise, we're going to have to overspend on a centre-back again. So we go to the Sudamericana League. Now, the strikers were quite cheap as well, weren't they? I do need... I'll check. If we can get a Venezuelan for 450 or lower, we'll be all right. Yeah, there we go. So 450 for him. We could send him in, and that will give big chemistry boosts again. So 10 for the striker, only 9 for the CDM. See, if we had the perfect link here, we'd gain 2 more chem points. Now we just want to go ahead and get a centre back again. You can get away with the CDM here, but because we have the this guy here, unless we can get a link to him, a strong link to him, he won't work. But if we can get a strong link to him, then maybe it will work. But I think we're going to have to probably purchase a centre back. I'm actually going to leave this CDM as well, and we're going to go for, not for Quintero, for Soto here. We're going to send him in here, and that's going to give 10 chem here. And now we're going to have to buy a right back and then a centre back that will strong link the right back, or perfect link the right back and the centre mid. But again, we know these centre backs are coming in quite cheap right now. I don't want to buy that guy. He just doesn't link to anyone. He doesn't have enough strong links. There's a reason why he's always the cheapest. And as well, he's also super low rated. So Matos here is perfect. Benitez is genuinely perfect. Not only does he perfect link in for the centre back role, he allows us to get absolutely any right back and just be done with it. So if we can get a nice cheap right back, I mean, that's a strong link anyway there. So that's all of the squads done now, guys, outside of the nation squads. We're going to turn that one in as well. And we're still at 20,000 coins. And obviously, when I started this morning, I had 54,000 coins. I had no 88s from this league. Now we've already got 188. We've still got 20k. We've got a trade pile full of stuff to sell. So it might take a few listings, especially on PC. On console, you guys should be able to get your money back way quicker, because obviously it's a way busier market. And obviously we still have like the big benefit of having the Irish player that we haven't sold yet, a few squad fitness and attribute cards, and then the Paderborn striker that will eventually sell as well. And then from these packs, once again, so we've got a small Prime Mix Players pack. Obviously, if you hit a Premier League rare, like that, a Jorginho, you can choose to put him in your SBC pack if you want, and get the Premier League upgrade pack, right? Again, for me personally, I'm all about selling these cards right now. It's more important for me to make the coins than it is for me to make the packs. So as you'll see again, I will sell everything except for rares. I'll keep. So he goes into the club, and then a rare Irishman there as well, which is really, really nice. There's only 700 coins there. That will get bought up. I'm going to list it for 22. I should really buy that and relist it. But this guy will check his price, so he's not selling, and this guy will check his price, and he might sell for 200. We'll list him up. Maybe he won't sell, but maybe he will. And then we'll discard that. And then the next guy, the next pack here, the small election players pack. And of course, you hope to hit something nice. Now, this guy here, the Chilean, again, we don't typically need him. This guy here as well, we don't need him. Even though he's rare, we sell him. DePaul, we'll sell him too. And then hopefully this guy's one of the expensive cards. He's not, so we'll get maybe 500 coins from him as well. This guy, you could keep him if you want and build a Chilean squad. I actually could use him. So we'll keep him ourselves, and I'll show you why for him in a second. And then this guy will get sold, and this guy as well. What's he? He maybe 1,000 coins for him. That's not bad. Will get sold, and then probably like one of the most one of the nicest packs from this whole set is a silver players pack. Obviously, you got a good chance of getting some big sellable cards out of this, which is nice. I don't know if this guy sells for anything. Maybe like 600 or 700 for him as well. So we'll list him 650, 750. This guy won't sell. This guy might sell. Yeah, Argentinian right wing. He looks like he's going for like maybe 1,000 to 1,200. And obviously we don't use him for anything. This guy we don't care about. This guy will sell for a little bit. Literally a little bit here as well. 450 for him and 550. This guy, we've got a couple like little silvers here, nothing major. So obviously, you know, you want to hit those Paderborn and Union Berlin players, but we don't have those, sadly. Do we have any more League SBC cards? We've got this guy here. He'll sell. So also, we didn't really get much of the other cards that we want to keep, and so I'll explain that to you guys in just a second. I just want to make sure we've got nothing here that is worth holding on to. So we'll list him up, and then we'll discard the rest of these items. So we've now done most of this SBC set. We've still got a trade pile full of items, which will take us well beyond the 50k that we started with when I started it for the first time, and well beyond the 40k that we started with when I started this with you guys here today, and all we have left to do is 4 teams, which we're now going to complete on the console. All right, guys, so moving back onto the console, it's actually been about an hour since I logged off of the web app there. I took a little lunch break. So hopefully a lot of the content that was on the trade pile has sold. Not that will change anything. It has sold. So we're up to 40,000 coins now. There's still 6 items that haven't sold. So a whole bunch of stuff there has gone. Oh, nice. 3K for him. 1.1K for him. 2.4K for him. Really nice. So we're back up to 40K. So as I said, what I find to be really nice about the way that I do this system is that let me try and drop him down a bit and get him gone. Is that you don't lose coins whilst doing this. The only thing you also don't do is you don't club stock. So my players are down to 1743, and where we're at now, the final portion is building the nation squads. Now, first of all, whenever you see Uruguayan, Colombian, Chilean, or rare Argentinian players, store them. Don't sell them, even if they're for a League SBC, unless they're a really expensive card. Like I know there's one Uruguayan centre back from I can't remember what league it is. That's like 3K. Sell him, sure, but otherwise keep these players because you're going to need to use them. The other reason why I like to keep a lot of rares is because you need rares for these squads. So in terms of Uruguayan, so I've actually got 2 here. I'm not going to use Coates. He's just too high rated. That would be stupid. We've got 2 here, but they're not in like the greatest positions. And then obviously I want to find the cheapest, right back from the Argentinian league for 200 coins. Let's go. I want to find the cheapest kind of like players and setups. And now the fact that we've already got 3 defenders or a defensive midfielder and stuff, I kind of want to go and fill out the defensive side. So I am going to spend a few coins here, of course. And I'm going to need a centre-back. Now, usually there's a bronze centre-back that's really cheap. So hopefully he's going to come. Oh, nice. We get a perfect link with this guy. So I don't mind picking him up either because he... strong link, sorry. So he's going to get full chem here now. This guy's not going to get full chem, but we only need 95 chemistry. And the right-back's not going to get full chem either. So now this is where your rares come into play, right? And I'm like... It might not work out perfectly straight away, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the French League 2. I think I've got a fair few rares. So we'll pop him in, and we'll pop him in. We'll pop this guy. There you go. This guy can go in. Now, I do need some rares, and it's not really looking like I've got too many rares. That's going to be 2 of our rares, and we're at 77 now, 80 chemistry. So if I get a rare left back and then a rare left mid, what I'm going to do first of all is just build the team out and just make sure I get full chemistry. Just going to use him in there. So I do get full chemistry. I just need some rares. So now what I'm going to go and do is I'm just going to go and buy from the French League 2 the cheapest French left mid that's rare. Hopefully there's a bronze one. You want to spend as little amount of coins on these as possible and utilize as much of the players that you've actually got in your club on this one. So there you go. This guy is perfect. We'll go for the cam spot. He can go in there. And then a left back would work as well. I'd still need to change my left mid. Obviously, I don't want to use that guy there. There you go. We've got a left back there too. So we could pop him in there. And now I just need to go and get a singular left mid that is not rare, just a left mid. I will go for a silver left mid as well because I know the rating needs to be like fair rating. I mean, look at that. There's even a rare left mid there. But we'll take this guy here. So we've only spent a few hundred coins on this. And we had one of the Uruguayans already, or we had 2 of the Uruguayans already, and then most of this is from stuff that's in the club. So you can keep the common bronzes and common silvers you can keep if you want, because not only can you use them in areas like this, but you can also use them in the upgrade packs, and especially with the boosted upgrade packs right now, or you can discard and sell them and just get some coins and just hope that you do okay, right? So that gives us a small Electrum Players pack, and the Paderborn Striker did sell. I'll open all the packs together right at the end. We then got Colombia. So again, keep all your Colombians. You need 6 rares from Colombia. Now, the fortunate thing about Colombia is, now we've got 4 rare Colombians outside of that. That's nice for the Libertadores grind. It's only needs a 68 rated squad. Now, just through the amount that I've done this, I kind of know where the rares are that are cheap and where the cards that I don't want to use are. And the Colombians have 2 rare bronzes that are typically 200 to 400 coins. Obviously, sometimes I pack them and that's nice. Sometimes I don't, and that's quite frustrating. And it seems like they're not even there for 300 today. So the other thing that Colombia has is it has left mids and right mids that are silver that are like just in abundance of rares. There we go. We get him there. Now, because the amount of leagues that we get with Colombia, usually it's the most beneficial thing to just use a full 11 of Colombians, right? As I say, you know, like the sheer volume of leagues means that it's quite difficult. Now, we do need, there's one left back there that's Colombian. Obviously, you know, we're going to spend a little bit of coins on this, not necessarily what we want to do, sometimes what we have to do, but we're now in a position where actually I can just get any 2 Colombian strikers from the trade pile, from the transfer market. Silvers, common silvers would be absolutely fine because we've got some good strong links around and we've already got 3 rares that we can just use other cards in the club to finish off this squad. So this right wing's on full chem. This guy isn't, but that's okay because everybody else is on full chem. So I can now go and take, the cards that we've been saving. Let me just go and have a look at some silver rares I've got from what league. So the Czech League there, 73. So now we'll just go to the Czech League and see if we've got, there you go, there's another rare. Hopefully I've got like another centre-back or right-back to finish this off. If not, we're now in a position where we could just go ahead again and buy another Czech League, Czech rare centre-back. Or common. We'll get this guy only 200 coins and nice and high rated as well. So that should be so the rating's done already. And the chemistry is actually really good to the point where we don't need it to be a right back and we definitely don't need it to be silver or rare. It just needs to be a rare. And it might be worth going to get one of the centre backs. I know there's a lot of bronzes. I would prefer it to be a Czech player. I don't know if, I don't want to waste coins, but I feel like picking this guy up might be worth it. Are we going to get the... we didn't quite get the chemistry with this one. Yeah, we're well off on the chemistry. So I'm going to need to instead... I am going to need to get a right back or the right mid would work. A Czech League, Czech right mid that's rare will work. Hopefully we've got something here from the... So from the S Club. He's Swedish though, so he won't count. He won't work. I usually there's like loads of right backs that are mad cheap. Quite sad. The only other thing I could do is go and get any old Czech League right back, which would be him, and then pop him in there, which obviously gives us the good chem, and then go and get a rare Colombian striker, which the guy is called Sabag. In fact, I could just go and get him. He's usually 200 coins. He's usually 200 coins, but there you go, 350 for him. So we can pop him in instead, and that gets us our rating there. So we spent a few coins there. Not crazy amounts. We're still at 53k. We've got 2 packs saved already as well. And now Chile for me is one that I hate. The formation just makes it really difficult. The Chilean defenders in general really expensive. There's very few rare Chilean players. And so sometimes I, like with this guy that I saved here, sometimes I just use these guys, because I pack them like quite a few times and they typically, goalkeepers specifically, don't sell. So we only need 5 Chilean players, right? So I would look to get as many centre-backs as I can to go in here. And yeah, they're typically going to be quite expensive. So we've got 2 there, which is actually brilliant. It's good for rating, not great, but very, very good for chemistry because we've got the strong links all round. And then maybe I could put in a Chilean midfielder if I have one. Aranguiz, I don't really want to use him. I can put that Cam in there though, Villanueva. So he's from the Saudi League, but that's okay. We've got full chem on the centre-backs and whatnot. Now, once again, we just need some rares, right? And we need 6 rare players. So everybody that goes here now has to be a rare. And this is where it gets sometimes a bit tricky because it's like, do you have enough players and specifically enough rares in a league? And this is why it's important to save the rares because you don't want to be paying crazy prices for them. Have we got some rare Italians? All right, we've got some rare Italians here. I don't know if I'm going to have the rating now. I do know that I have two strikers that are perfect link each other. I need to go back and get that that Chilean cam in here. Hopefully the rating is going to be enough. Usually the golds are important, but he can go in there. We can put Alexis Sanchez in that left mid. So now we just need a rare right back and a rare centre back from the Serie B, and then we'll be good to go on that one as well. Let's have a look what we've got. So I have got a rare, but he's 64 rated. So I am probably going to need a little high rated centre back there, and we've even got a rare right back. So it's just the rating that we're short on, which is what I thought. So I'm tempted to just put Alexis Sanchez in here. He's untradeable for me anyway, and he's nice and high rated, and he's rare, so we can save ourselves someone else somewhere else. But it doesn't matter. That works perfectly for me. One extra rare that's not necessarily needed, but again, we didn't have to spend any coins on that one. We did everything out of the club. And then last but not least, to finish off, we've got the Argentinian League. And for this one, you can use, again, multiple leagues, right? Now, do we have any Argentinian players? We have only Ansaldi, I think. I didn't pack anybody else that was rare. Yeah, you can use multiple leagues because you only need 6 Argentinians and just 11 rares. So there's like a quite good hybrid, I suppose, that you can set together. Obviously, you need the rare Argentinians, right? So and you preferably need golds as well. Now, there is a gold striker. He's 77 rated. Sometimes he's 750 coins. Sometimes he's like 800, 900 coins. This looks like one of those occasions where he's going to be a little more expensive than I want to pay, which is why I would then sometimes suggest going away from the Argentinian League. If the Argentinian players are coming in quite expensive, and there he was, I'd tend to stay away from them. Ansaldi is actually going to be our left back because we want Piatti at left wing. There is Piatti. Hopefully we get one for 800. There we go. And then we're going to want a cam as well. And of course, if we can, the Argentinian League cam would be preferable. They're quite rare. The actual rare gold ones, I think they show up few and far between. Because they're all Libertadores cards, right? So yeah, they show up few and far between. So instead, you want to just go for the other Argentinian rares. Now, a lot of you guys might already have like these cards in your club and stuff, so it's no big deal. So that's our 4th Argentinian. And then in centre mid, there's a couple: Battaglia, Pastore, Hernandez. There's Battaglia for us. Now, obviously, if you have the Liga NOS. If you have the Liga NOS left mid as well, you get a strong link there, and then you go and get yourself. Now, this doesn't have to be a gold for the centre back; it can be a silver, which is typically where I go from here as well. There's a lot of silver centre backs, and again, the problem with the Argentinian League is they're all from different leagues, right? So we've got Mexican, Argentinian, Portuguese. Now the striker is on perfect chemistry, so we can actually go for a Mexican League team for the rest of this. But it just depends if you have enough rares from the Mexican League, or if you then have to go out and buy some, at which point you might as well just keep buying the Argentinian players, right? So do we have enough rares? Do we have any rares? We've got a goalkeeper in there, and that's pretty much it. I mean, we've got some rares in there. We just don't have enough that will allow us to fill out the rest of the squad. But if we pop him in there, we can now go for an Argentinian League centre-back. Sorry, a Mexican League centre-back. And I know they have a fair few players here. And because we've already put the 5 golds in, I beg your pardon, our rating is going to be absolutely fine. And I believe the Mexican League has like a fair few rare golds anyway. So we're going to be okay if we do need the odd bumped up player here or there that is rare. I believe they have some rares. They have... They definitely have a right back, don't they? There's Castillo, he's a left mid. Obviously, we don't need a left mid. Gignac, of course, is there as well. We don't need him. Who else do they have? I know they have another player. There's Valencia as well. Oh, there you go. Leun, that's who I wanted. 700 coins for another rare. And, of course, great for rating again. So now we could just go and get a silver centre mid. Doesn't have to be Mexican either. Can be just a rare from here. Unless we need the chemistry. No, he's perfect already. So then the right wing is just going to have to be Mexican or from one of those clubs that we already have. And there's bronze. Oh, there you go. That's from the right club anyway. Iturbe, perfect. it's not from the right club, but it works anyway. So there you go. We filled out our Argentinians and we filled out the Mexicans. Now, obviously, when you save all your rares, you buy less. Now, when I started this today, obviously when I started this for this setup, we had 41,000 coins. Now we have 47,000 coins. Obviously, that Union Berlin striker sold. However, this is the second time I've completed this already today. And for me, when I started it, I had 54,000 coins. I now have 47,000 coins. I also have 2 88 rated cards in the club, and I have some players on the trade pile that will still eventually sell and still make me some coins back to the point where I will be at a literal break even. And I would have put items in the club as well. Not much, but I would have put some items in the club. I'll be at a literal break even, and I've still opened those. I still haven't opened those 4 packs that we just got. So whatever we get out of these packs as well is also going to give us, a real nice kind of like boost in coins. Where if we hit something massive out of one of the packs, obviously happy days. So this is a nice pack as well. So again, discard all this crap, even contracts discard. Fitness cards we keep and squad fitness cards we sell. This stuff goes. Physical will sell, defending will sell, maybe for just 200 or whatever, but still all counts in these instances. If it sells for like 300 or 400 coins, that's 2 players in the Sudamericana grind again. And then, as I say, you can store these cards, you can discard these cards, you can try and sell these cards. That is your choice, right? I choose to discard them because it is literally a case for me of every little helps. And then I'm going to keep, actually, I'm not going to keep this guy because he is very expensive. We're going to sell him because he's nice and high rated and he's used in the nation's advanced SBC, and we're going to keep this guy because we've got so many Colombians now that we're well on our way to completing one of the Libertadores teams for free. If we hit something obviously nice out of one of these 3 packs, brilliant. But bottom, worst case scenario, we've actually got a board here. Come on, be blue, be blue, be blue. No, walk out. No, be big, be big. Oh, hey, listen, it's nice. And then with this instance. It's one of those things where it's like, on the one hand, you can, he might sell because it's Austrian league. No. On the one hand, you can save your 83s and 84s to put them into the League SBCs that you're going to need when you actually put your 88s into something. On the other hand, you can sell them and get the coins back. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save that goalkeeper because eventually when an SBC does come out, I'm going to need some 83s and 84s. That's really nice to get that out of a mixed players pack as well. And then we've got a small, a small Prime Electron players pack. No board this time. I can't tell, guys, I must have done this grind, and I know you know, but I must have done this grind on this account, no word of a lie, at least 50 times, if not more, maybe 60 at this point, which means I have opened 50 to 60 25k packs. Now I'm going to keep this guy here because he's Uruguayan, which is perfect for us. Which means I've opened 50 to 60 25k packs. I just don't get anything out of these. These packs for me, man, this one right here, the Premium Gold Players Pack, it has just never been good. But right now, obviously, even if we get nothing out of it, which we haven't, again, we've got a UCL card. Any Premier League rares would be very welcome. Hey, an 83 Falcao, that's also very welcome. So we've got another 83 card. So we've picked up 2 83s, 2 88s. We've put a lot of fitness cards into the club, and we've stored some players in the club, and we're still at a point where we've got more coins than what we started with. Now, obviously, as I said before, the more coins that you have, the better, because the more efficient you're able to be with this. The issue that I run into is, whilst we're able to do this at like a no loss, so to speak, right? Whilst we're 100% able to do it at no loss. I mean, I had 3 items on the trade pile when I started. I've now got, we got 37 items on the trade pile, and we're only 4k coins short, and we got the 288s, right? So once all of this stuff sells, we'll actually be up at like 60 to 70,000 coins. So I'm going to have made about 20,000 coins profit whilst getting 283s, 288s, and let's have a look at what other players I've stored in the club since Dominguez. We've stored 4 in the club already. Prior to Dominguez, we stored a Colombian, a rare card. I think I actually bought that card anyway. Another Colombian. Then since Bustos there, we stored all of these, some more rares, and Jonathan Vieira would have been, he's probably going to be untradeable. Yeah, so what I've done is got 288s, 283s, and then another 20 players in the club on top of the consumables, the fitness cards that we put in as well. So you never have to pay for fitness, you never have to pay for contracts, and we've built ourselves to a point where we're able to get more. Now, obviously, I hit a bit lucky with the Union Berlin striker, but with the amount of packs you're opening, you're going to get lucky. That's the whole point of this. The problem I have is that if and when at 6 o'clock an SBC comes out, let's say, for example, we did this here, right? If we went and put our 288s into this, right, this is where, for me, and having such a limited amount of coins starts to hurt me, where it shouldn't you guys if you have more coins, is once I put these 288s in, I still need to fill out the rest of the team. It still requires an inform, which is going to cost me about 15k, and it still requires the rest of the squad, which I could then go and get Barrera and put another 88 in here, and then only require 81s and 82s for the rest of it, or even 80s and 81s for the rest of it. But it just means that even if we, let's assume we did put Barrera in here, it would then still cost me about 20,000 coins to fill out the rest of the squad. Now, we made that 20,000 coins in profit, but it's the reason why my coin balance is just not moving. Going forwards, obviously, I want to get into the League SBC grind as well. There's just so many SBCs that I want to do right now that I need these 88s all the time. Now, we've already done one of these squads, the Argentinian here, but we're already in a point where for this squad here, we've got enough Colombians to the point where from doing the Sudamericana grind, we're getting close to being able to do a squad for free, and we're getting close just in general to be able to doing, we'll eventually get to a point essentially where we can do the whole league for free, or for purchasing, 10 players, 20 players max. And that's the aim ultimately, is just getting to that point where we're putting together the Libertadores stuff for next to no cost, and we're making a profit whilst doing the Sudamericana. Now, I don't know if we'll be able to get the full chemistry out of this. We can pop him down at right back. He can actually go in at CDM because he can go in at cam. He can go in at left back. He can go in at left mid. The centre back can go in there. And then the Colombian striker can go in there. So we're not quite where we need to be with this team yet. But we're not far off. A little bit of chemistry on the goalkeeper there. So for this team, if we sort those around, we're a bit closer. Hold on, let me pop him in there. We're even a bit closer. Hey, we're not far off, guys. We're 10 chem away, so I only need like 1 or 2 players here, and then that will literally be that. We'll have the first squad done, for free. Or I could go and buy 1 player or 2 players right now and spend just 1,000 coins to get myself the pack and work towards another 88. And what's the pack for that? A mixed players pack. Nothing great. But there you go. So that is that, guys. I know this video is going to be real long today. We sold another couple of items there as well, which is nice. I know this video is going to be real long today. At the end of this video, assuming EA release something sick at 6, it will be the whatever they release at 6 will finish off the SBC. Now, if EA give us the Premier League SBC, it will probably require a team of the season and like an 87 rated squad or something like that, or it might even be 2 squads. I don't know, but it may, hopefully not. I am more than happy to turn in Harry Maguire because I can get him back. I don't particularly want to. I'm more than happy to turn in Thuram. More than happy to turn in Tony. More than happy to turn in this Jacobson. I know he's tradable, and he's selling at about 15k right now, but we don't need these cards, you know what I mean? So that's where we're at. But anyway, guys, I will be right back for the 6 p.m. content. All right, guys, welcome back. Man. The Premier League guaranteed team of the season is crazy expensive. It's an 88 rated squad that needs 70 chemistry and a team of the season player. I just can't do it in this video. I don't have the coins or the cards available to do it. I'm going to have to put some time and effort in to get there, and that time and effort is going to require me to do the Sudamericana grind 3 times, and you can see I'm using 2 of them in here, to do the Libertadores grind at least once, maybe twice, and then maybe do some League SBC grinding. And this is a perfect example of why I think the League SBC grind is so good. There's so many 88 rated cards in the League SBC system that as we turn it in, you might think it's overkill 288s with the rest of that team, but that's the whole point, right? Like, we did those 2 today. We made profit whilst doing it. As I said, I started with 54k. I'm now at 52k. I have a guaranteed team of the season Saudi set up. Got a few other packs. And then we've got 23 items on the trade pile. So brilliant, you know, really, really good. I have got a lot of team of the seasons that I can put in for the Premier League guaranteed team of the season. They're just not ones that I want to put in. I want to hold on to these cards for the time being. I've got a lot of cards in general that I can put in there. I just don't know if I'm willing to let go of them yet. So I might have to pass on the Premier League team of the season if I can't get there in time. What we've got in the meantime, though, guys, is a Prime Mix Players pack from there. There was like 2 other SBCs, the marquee matchups from UCL, which offered a couple of decent packs, and then a 25k untradeable pack. And yeah, well, I'm just going to have to see over the next... I want to send all of it. That'll keep. That can go. That can go. That'll keep. That can go. That'll keep. They can go. Yeah, I just want to see what I can do over the next 2 days, see if I can figure out a way to actually get the Premier League team of the season set up. I have easy, the 88 team of the season. I have obviously a fair few untradeable team of the seasons that we could potentially use. I have, oh, that's real nice. Oh, is this guy? He's all right. I have, you know, we can get 3 or 4 of the purple 88s, easy as an 88. And then I can sell Neuer or even use Neuer as an 88. The conundrum comes in at the point, look at that, another 25k pack, nothing in it. The conundrum comes in at the point of like where, oh, this is untradeable, that's too bad. He would have been worth a nice amount. See, we could throw all these into the club now. Yeah, the conundrum comes in at where do I get like the extra few bits and bobs? Is it worth like sacrificing one of our high cards for it? I don't know. But to end off today's video, we're going to end with the guaranteed Saudi team in the season card. Hopefully, look at that, no boards out of all of these packs again. Hopefully, the Saudi team of the season card, and other than it being Giovinco, ooh, that's real nice, right? Okay, nice. Some more coins in the bank. He's a nice one to get. This will sell. This will sell. Insigne, not the Insigne we want. Maybe that's a sign, guys. He can go. 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 He can go, and he can stay for that Argentinian stuff. Yeah, if we get a high-rated Saudi Team of League card, it will also go in there, and it will also double back as our Team of the Season player. If we get like a mid-rated or an 85 or whatever, then it's just going to be useless and used in a future Team of the Season. So to end off today's video, guys, if you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It's Brazilian. That's a good start. Left mid, CDM. Is that an 88? Please be the 88. Or is that the 90? Is that a 90 Brazilian? 88. Hey, I'll take that, man. I might even try and work on... I like this card a lot. He's 3-3, which doesn't help. I might even try and work on... Basically, we're going to have... Here, let me give you a little rundown of what we've got for the Premier League setup. Now, of course, you need 9 88s and 2 87s, or like an 89 or a 90 in there as well. Let's throw in... We are going to end the video real soon here, guys. I know you guys have been here for a long time. We've got so many good Brazilians, man. Let's throw in players that I genuinely don't mind getting rid of. Him. Half him because we can get him back. Neither of those. Him. Definitely him. We never use him. Him. He can go. He can go. The rest of these cards I quite like. And then, of course, we would have Bustos. All right, we might be in a real good spot for this, guys. It's good. It might take me a little bit of grinding. Dominguez. Now I'm gonna have to go with just one of the Libertadores cards, just Lopez. The problem is the chemistry required is really high. And and that is going to prove to be an issue. And then Barrera, and he is going to be another one of an issue with the chemistry. So we had this set up. That's 488s already. That would be our team of the season 88. And then after that, I'm in trouble. I don't really have much. We could pop him in. We could pop him in. We can pop Paqueta in. I would need to find a way to fill in these last 3 spots for fairly cheap. If I could not get rid of these cards, I would happily not. This Tony card, I don't think we've used him. 4 games we played him in. It is a cool card, man. It's just, I just know that there's going to be loads of cool cards to come. We could also use the other 82. Anyway, I'll figure that out on my own time, guys. This is going to be the end of the video. Thank you for watching, of course. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.